Welcome to Phoenix, Arizona. It is fucking hot. Woo! It's like 120 degrees. And we are here at MITA, July 26, 2023. It is, what do you guys think?
Man, it's big. I haven't been here. These guys have been here. I haven't been here since last year at the other venue. So we've grown. It's grown.
DemitriDowning here with some of my friends.
Blake Villa, Quick Liquids, and Scottsdale Buyers Club.
Mitch Pfeifer, Respect My Region.
Chelsea Mulligan, Such Strategies.
You know, I was just telling somebody that I ran into, just got to talk to people, ask who they are, what they do. You know more about opening up retail dispensaries than anybody I know.
I do.
But you look like an unassuming young lady. You know what I'm saying?
I like to be behind the scenes, but I like to do good work, execute, and be done and move on to the next.
And that's one of the magics of MITA. I think we have like 12, I don't want to say how many actually RCPs we have because we break fire code limits every single time. But we have over there's like 1,000 registered FA card holders here.
Wow.
You know, members of the industry, from a bud tender with a dream to an owner with an exit strategy and everybody in between. And every single one of those persons can help you find what you're looking for in the Arizona cannabis industry, you know? And everybody's looking for something different, you know?
Well, I don't think anybody would deny that this event, this monthly mixer, is hands down one of the best ones in the industry.
Agreed.
Without a doubt.
Yeah,
I can tell you from a personal experience, having moved out here from Northern California about 4 or 5 months ago, had my wife and I not attended the previous MITAs about a year ago, I don't think we would have moved down here. We really enjoyed meeting the community. We really enjoyed meeting solid operators, and we just had a good time. This is a market that we're extremely bullish on. So arguably, I would say that MITA has honestly changed my life. I moved out here. Had it not been for MITA, I don't think we'd be here.
So Governor Hobbs, and the way it works in the cannabis industry is that everybody gets commission off of like deals that they help put together. So when he pays his taxes, I want 0.3% back to me because he's in Arizona. Because of me, Governor Hobbs, I want you to set that up.
I was going to say, MITA's stimulating the state economy.
Right. He is our human stimulation.
Well, I think it speaks to the industry getting wider, but more narrow with operators. If you're still here after the last 4 or 5 years, you're going to be here probably for the next 4 or 5 years. And coming down to Arizona, it was very easy to find out who the solid operators were, who wanted to learn, who was going to enjoy being part of the industry. And I just loved it.
And I want Mitch and Chelsea to introduce themselves, talk a little bit about who they are. But one of the main things about finding out who they are, all the employees talk. Okay.
Yes, they do.
By the way, there's no secrets in the cannabis industry.
No.
Managers, C-suites, bud tenders, you know, people that want to network and share information and communicate with their fellow man, which are most human beings, they talk to each other. So everything's found out here. But Mitch, Respect My Region's in the house.
Man, media platform, marketing, lifestyle brand, do a lot of things, fingers inside the cannabis industry from multiple touch points. Been around the industry since the legacy days and, watch the evolution from legacy to medical to one of the prominent, on the West Coast where medical was, the epicenter of medical to watching, being in one of the first states ever to legalize. It's crazy now that we're down here in Arizona. There's recreational cannabis in 23 some states, man. It's just here for the ride.
Well, check out, how do people find out about where you're at?
RespectMyRegion.com, Google Respect My Region, whatever fucking platform you're on, Respect My Region's going to bring you. I mean, we're everywhere, literally everywhere.
And he's going to be interviewing Presidential and Select, and we have Nocturnal, the rapper. He's starting a brand. I don't know. He's got a few hit songs. He's Snoop Dogg's cousin. I always say Snoop Doggy Dogg, but I don't know why I'd say that.
I think that was prior to just being Snoop.
Chelsea, introduce yourself out there to the audience.
I am Chelsea Mulligan. I am an operations and compliance strategist expert. I have opened and managed or triaged over 45 dispensaries, 10 cultivations, and 7 manufacturing facilities.
Wow.
I've been in the Arizona industry since late 2012, and I opened the first dispensary in Phoenix, actually, and went on to expand from there into numerous states.
Was that with my brother?
It was.
Bro, neither of you guys knew what you were doing, let's be honest. But you guys did a great job.
Hey, I pride myself that I can bring being a cannabis user for 20 years and mix it with what I learned in corporate America in my early 20s. And I think that helped us build Bloom into something amazing. And I went on to do that for multiple license holders afterwards.
When did you leave Bloom? I don't remember your history. When did you leave Bloom?
I left Bloom in July of 2015 and went out on my own.
When did Ed take over?
It was either early 2015 or late 2014.
Okay, so you were work for Ed for a while too.
I did.
Okay. I'm just trying to put it all together. I have a horrible memory. It helps though, because it makes me a really good Christian. You know, they always say forgive and forget. I actively forget to forgive. You see what I'm
I'm
saying?
going to worry about forgetting. You forgot it.
I can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. I don't know. People, whatever. So what else what impressions about Mita?
It's just a nice mix of consumer oriented and business to business opportunities. Like you said, if you know where to look, you're going to meet somebody who is going to be able to benefit what you're looking for, what you're trying to achieve, moving forward for cannabis brands here in Arizona.
And what tell us about you, like what you do, like Quick Liquids. Tell us about that.
Yeah,
How's-
Quick Liquids. Yeah, we specialize in water solubility cannabinoids. We offer a pharma grade approach for solubilizing oil-based ingredients. Fortunate enough that our technology works very well with cannabis products, rosin, resin, distillate, but also isolates, solubilized terpenes, fat soluble vitamins as well too, for maximum absorption into a patient or consumer. So we don't necessarily make your product, we make your products better.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Mitch, you better pay attention because he's over my head already.
I already know. So
It's the perfect product though for someone like me that travels all the
Thanks.
time. Someone like
saving
me
my
that
ass
has
right
a
now.
child. So like I can medicate and go to the parkour events and nobody knows the difference of what I'm using.
Yeah, so we just offer a unique approach. You know, if you want a couple milligrams in your coffee, you want a couple drops there.
Probably not a good idea for me. For some reason, the cannabis affects my like the time continuum kind of thing.
Oh,
I become like Star Trek,
in
like
that
Jim,
case-
like that thing.
Oh, that's a good show.
no, but,
Are you sure?
but it's a great product.
Somebody see one.
It's a great product that you can dose. Fast acting. So that's the fact, you know, it being nano-emulsified, right? It's fast acting.
You can dose by the single milligrams, so you go as fast and as slow as you want. You want 2 milligrams, go for it. You want 100, it's there for you too as well.
But there's nothing else like this in the Arizona market, right? This is
Not that we know of. We consider it a tincture, but typical tinctures are going to be oil-based, and you're going to see it in a glass bottle with kind of that dropper that's more of your grandparents' tincture, if you will. We're trying to kind of reinvent the tincture game with something a little more fresh, a little more enjoyable, practical, and dependable too as well.
very cool. And you guys have a bunch of states, right?
Yeah, we have manufacturing capabilities in 8 states. We currently are launching our Quick Drops 350 in Southern California, along with Respect by Region as part of our sales partners. We're also going to be in Arizona about a month, working towards a pretty sweet little partnership that we're going to talk more about at Scottsdale Buyers Club tomorrow. Also working with the Heisman team to get out some products for them as well too. So we're looking forward to a good 2023 and an even better 2024.
Hopefully you have some good air conditioning tomorrow night because it's, I mean, even in here,
It's
so hot. Yeah. But
It's toasty.
It's a nice spring day. We could get up maybe 20 or 30 more degrees and be good. Let's go.
Jesus.
I'm gonna need you to sit down.
I'm losing the weight. So,
yeah, I like that aspect of it. It's like doing hot yoga. Have you walked around, check things out?
really just got here, but you know, again, I came to my first Mita was at the last venue last year around this time last year. Chelsea was
Halloween,
begging-
I think.
What?
I think it was Halloween.
No,
wasn't
it was summer. It
September.
was August. It was August.
Joey
It
came
was
to
that last
Halloween.
week that was
Yes.
super hot. It was
Is
the
Joey here?
Yeah,
He is.
I think I saw him.
he's
actually.
over there.
Yeah. That abstract thing is like a hot box, like a sweat lodge kind of thing.
Okay.
No, thank
Not
you.
a hot box, but a sweat lodge. But technically, we're not allowed to.
Yeah.
So, what do you think today?
I mean, I love Mita. I've been coming to Mita since you started Mita. And to watch what it's grown into from a bunch of us in one room with chairs, is amazing.
Let's flip this. Let's interview Demitri. I bet you guys probably have some questions that we got to ask this guy. You're a legacy guy in the cannabis space here in Arizona. You've been here what? How long have you been doing Mita for?
Well, he's good at this. No, I've been here since 2012.
I know your story, but let's tell everybody else.
No, I've been around since 2012, August 2012, when the original 99 licenses in Arizona were issued. My brother and my dad were doing their thing with Sedona medical marijuana. I had no idea what was going on. So I came to them, I said, hey, can I work for you? They said they'd pay me the same amount that I was getting paid doing economic development for the city of Tucson. And so, ironically, I had just helped the city of Tucson create the time, place, and manner zoning ordinance in 2011 to regulate cannabis. And all these guys like Ken Sobel and all these activists came through the council offices where I was working. And we were like trying to create like all these rules and regulations for an industry that didn't even exist. And I didn't understand what jackasses we were at the time. I didn't understand how stupid we were at the time. not just in our understanding of cannabis, not just in our understanding of the cannabis economy, but also our understanding that government shouldn't proactively plan for something they know nothing about. I didn't even, and so that was like the beginning of a re-education for me. So you can imagine a Just Say No kid from Nancy Reagan's drug year things, who now is like the biggest proponent of medical therapeutic cannabis that you could possibly imagine. And more importantly, the freedom and the rights to choose your own destiny. It's just, it is the undercurrent of this entire movement. It doesn't matter if you like cannabis or need cannabis or use cannabis or human beings have liberty. They have choice. And that's what excites me about this industry.
And that's something I've noticed about you of coming, from working for government, you being a part of the system, if you will, to then coming to this cannabis thing, which has always been anti-system. And even just talking to you, the way you explained it there, like you have this philosophical way of talking about this industry, the plant's impact on people, and the opportunities that this industry brings to people in general, not any given market. So I think that's a tribute to your success, is because there's a little bit of that purpose, that higher power connection to the industry.
I get it. I got it. I came in like one was the Dirk Atreides, like the Atreides people. They came into the dune to mine the spice, but they didn't understand that it was more about what the free men wanted to do with the spice and what the spice helped the free men do and what it meant to the world and to the universe. You know what I'm saying? That's what is the spirit of this cannabis industry. I mean, be thankful that all of us are involved in this right now.
Yeah.
There's a trend in human history. It goes in ebbs and flows. Republics, systems, kings, queens, principalities, democracies. But all these rules, they come in and then man erupts with, I need freedom, I need choice, I don't like what's going on. And it like pops up like a volcano, like a pimple on God's earth, and outbursts that, I'm going off now, outbursts that spirit of freedom. And that's the spirit that's pushing and driving the cannabis industry. You got to respect that.
Mm-hmm.
You got to respect, you got to love that. It's as important as any sort of freedom, whether you're breaking free from the slavery of the colonialists or you're breaking free from the principalities of Europe to create the colonies, but not quite help the slaves.
Yeah.
But anyway, you constantly have these things where people want to tell you what to do or control your destiny. And in the cannabis industry, you got thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of people globally fighting to control their own destiny. So I'm like, let's fucking help them. Sorry, I get a little crazy. You asked me a question.
We appreciate it. It's thank you for.
I think a lot of people just learned a lot about you as a host that they've never heard before.
I don't talk too much. I like to make it about Mitch. He's like the real OG
He's
legacy
pretty
guy.
interesting.
But all I do is interview other people myself. So I'm not used to
Keep the
talking
conversation
about
going.
myself.
People love you. Well, we try to cut these short. So how do people get in touch with you? And Mitch, you're going to be interviewing other people all night long. We got Select coming up now at 6:30. Yeah, we are right on time. So how do people get in touch with you? Chelsea.
ChelseaMulligan.com, Chelsea Mulligan on LinkedIn, and at the Dispensary Whisperer on Instagram.
That's a great. The Dispensary Whisperer. That's awesome.
I had a client dub me that in 2016, and I was like,
fun.
I like it.
That's awesome. How do people get in touch with you?
Blake Miller, QuickUSA.com. We're going to be out here at Scottsdale Buyers Club tomorrow. We're always out here at Mita. We'll be here.
All right, so hang out with us. We're going to be back with Mitch. Chelsea and Blake might drop in the future. Tonight, we're going to be interviewing a whole bunch of people, sharing with you what's going on in the Arizona cannabis space here at Mita.
Thank you.